Hey everyone, welcome back to another video of the good, bad, and ugly of our everyday customer experiences. I'm Brendan Polk, Director of Marketing. With me as always is Mike Doloff, Chief Revenue Officer. Say hi, Mike.
Hey Brendan, nice red flannel too. Nice job. I've got good taste and you've got good taste apparently.
Heck yeah. If you haven't been keeping up, in this series, we're sharing our personal experiences as customers and what we can learn from it. We've covered good and bad examples in the past, and today we have another good one with Mike's Ring doorbell setup. So I'll pass it to Mike to tell you more about that.
Thanks, Brendan. Yeah, I think everyone's probably pretty familiar with Ring doorbell as a brand. That's kind of a booming space the last couple of years, right? Video doorbells and video cameras for home and businesses, etc. And I needed a new doorbell. I had an old one. I was doing a remodel on our home, and we decided, hey, let's get a Ring. This looks like a good product, good service. Let's check it out. So I got it, and starting off on my customer experience was, of course, once I got the product, really easy instructions of where to get started. So I think we're all familiar with maybe the IKEA or the other like really difficult to interpret pictures or really micro text. This was an app. I'd started with downloading the app, and then it had videos and started walking me through. So I think the first part, right, we hit on this one a lot, but a good customer experience often has really good self-service capabilities. And that's a key part of getting me off on the right track with Ring was I could do what I needed to do on my own. I didn't need to engage anybody. It didn't take any resources from Ring. They had given me the tools and knowledge I needed, and it was in a good format. It was a video, or it was multiple videos step-by-step walking through it. I didn't have to search for them on YouTube even. It was right there in the app. It was awesome. So that was part one. But then I ran into a snag. And this could have made the experience go sideways, right? I ran into a problem. I was pushing the doorbell, and it was ringing for a second, but it wouldn't ring and chime all the way through. So what's going on? Just like buzz for a second, and then if you let go, that was it. Well, that's not right. So what's going on? So I was, troubleshooting through the app, again, self-service, and then it said, hey, if you run into these problems, give us a call. Okay, cool. That sounded like a good idea. I gave them a call. They immediately, associated myself with the account because I'd called them through the app. And I was on the phone with an agent really quickly. No confusing IVR menus, no bunch of hoops to jump through. They'd given me a bunch of the hoops to jump through, if you will, on the self-service side. Now I was ready to talk to somebody, needed some help, made it easy. So once I got there, I think what's cool about this part is this was a good experience, or a good example, I think, of the omni-channel, right? I got on the phone. I'm troubleshooting physical equipment in my home with the agent. And the agent said, hey, I'm going to stay on the line with you. It sounds like you're on your cell phone. Could you take a couple pictures and email them to this support email? Which I said, no problem. We walked around, took a couple pictures of the layout. Here's the chime. Here's the doorbell install. Here's the wires. Here's this other spot. And I emailed them in, and the agent said, okay, I see them now in the case. So again, they pulled this all together on their end, all while I'm on the call. And then they proceeded to walk me through troubleshooting and ultimately resolving that issue. But I think it was really nice to not be this clunky process, right, of pulling together, me taking photos, me talking with the agent, pulling it all together into one seamless experience. Good example, I think, of that omni-channel experience that companies are trying to drive. Certainly made the agent's job much easier and more efficient. This could have turned into a long process. Instead, it was really quick and painless. And certainly made me really impressed as a customer of, wow, this company has their stuff together. They're really trying to make this easy for their customers. I think the last thing on this is, look, I'm not an electrician, but I'm dealing with wiring and things like that. And here's an agent sitting somewhere across the globe that's talking with me on the phone, handling this omni-channel experience for me, and ultimately helped me troubleshoot sort of a wiring problem I had in my garage. Really, right? And this took about 20 minutes, and it was based on what we were doing with testing this and testing that. This agent's like, I think there's your problem. Can you go out and check this area in your garage? And what does this look like? And sure enough, right, that was the problem. We fixed it there, and I'm still like amazed, like, wow, this agent, right? I don't know what their tier structure, all that sort of stuff was, but I didn't get escalated to someone. This was an agent, and they'd routed this to an agent who had knowledge, who was empowered to help me, and who could solve a wiring problem. I mean, what more could a person ask for? So I think kind of walking away from this whole experience, it's like, I ran into a hiccup and customers will run into hiccups, right? It's how that experience is handled by the company is going to make all the difference. So now I feel really good about my buying decision. I bought a bunch more stuff. I've got service plans now, so they have recurring revenue from me, and I'm happy though. I'll talk about how I love working with Ring. It's a great product and great service. So I think those components of it really made it a great experience. And again, a great experience doesn't have to be a flawless experience. It has to be one where if there's challenges, that the company's got the right tools, the technology, the culture, the agent interactions that can overcome the problem. And that's what makes it great. So that's my experience with Ring. Thanks so much for tuning in. Would love to hear comments and experiences from you so we can break them down on what makes them good, bad, or ugly. Thanks so much.